Hello everyone, and once again it's time for another Unveiling the Spirit blog post where I unveil spiritual truths behind contemporary topics, everyday issues, relationship issues, and personal struggles. And so today, what I wanted to unveil the spirit about is actually death, because this year has been very, very rough for me when it comes to death. I would say in the past I haven't really had to deal with very close deaths to me very, very much. Both of my parents are still alive. My siblings are still alive. I've had some friends and stuff pass here and there, but it was never a situation where it was like somebody that I was with every day and talked to every day and then they passed, because those things are much harder to deal with, from my understanding, than somebody who's not regularly in your life. And even though somebody in my life did not pass that was that close to me this year, I have come face to face with death a lot this year. I had a friend who her son passed away. My mother's best friend passed away. My sister's husband passed away. And that was really, really hard. And then, I don't know if you guys know about Lawrence Sanford, who I was supposed to interview sometime this summer. He passed away right in the midst of trying to schedule an interview with him. And there's so many others. My pastor from my old church that I used to go to when I first became a Christian, he passed away, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's a lot. And then just recently I did a blog post about a former Miss USA, I believe her name is Chesley Chris, who committed suicide. And so it's like death has really been in my face a lot this year. And me being me, I like to reflect on things and try to understand the more deeper spiritual side of it. And so I want to do that today about death. So in thinking a little more in depth about death, I have come to understand that death is nothing more than separation. When the Bible talks about when God told Adam, if you eat from this fruit, you shall surely die, what he actually was saying is that you're going to be separated from me. And so we experience death as our bodies dying and things like that, which is still a part of what God was saying, so don't get me wrong. But the ultimate point, a component of it, is separation. And so when we sin, we become spiritually separated from God. When our loved ones die, we become physically separated from them, because they still exist. The spirit never dies, so they still exist. We just don't have access to them anymore. We can't talk to them. We can't see them. And that separation really hurts. And it is the same thing for God. Like, he feels, when he says that he's spiritually separated from us, to him it's like a death. And we just experience his feelings about it when we lose our loved ones in real life. So if I want to say this a different way, I would say physical death is just a reflection of spiritual death, and how we feel when we lose our loved ones is how God feels about people who are spiritually disconnected from him. So God has given us the experience of death, the experience of losing our loved ones, the sign to understand who he is and what he goes through when it comes to us. And so a lot of times we just look at these experiences and we think about, of course, ourselves, but we also need to understand that these feelings that we have and these things that we experience are to help us understand the God that created us a little bit more, to understand and his desire to have us back. Like, when you have a loved one that passed, it's like it's nothing else in the world that you want more than to have them back. And that's exactly how God feels about us when we are spiritually connected to him. And it's very, very powerful, because while we might mourn 1, 2, 3, maybe even 10 or 20 people, God mourns the entire human race, millions and billions of people that he wants to be reconnected with us. So I really wanted to highlight that about death. It makes me think about God more. It makes me think about the extent of the love and compassion, everything that he has to continuously deal with this when it comes to us. Because when it comes to us and things hurt us, we want to cut it off. We don't want to deal with it. We want to distance ourselves. But God puts himself in a situation where he grieves the loss of his beloved mankind every day, but it doesn't stop him from reaching out, trying to save us, help us, guide us, teach us. He is really, really a wonderful God. So you guys, next time you lose someone, or somebody who lost someone, just lean on God, because if nobody understands what it's like to be disconnected or separated from the people that we love, is God. So that's all I want to talk about today for Unveiling the Spirit. I hope you guys got something out of it, especially peace and comfort if you have lost somebody recently, and to know that you can also lean on God, that he does understand, and that just like he wants to be reunited with us one day, and a lot of us, we will reunite with God one day, we also have the option of being reunited with our loved ones again too. So thank you so much, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.